for coming to Hong Kong to share with us of your experience. First of all, what do you think about tonight's event?
I liked it quite a bit. I'm very excited to be in Hong Kong for the first time. I always wanted to go to Hong Kong. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate Talon for helping me come out and supporting that. I appreciate being here, and hopefully I'd like to come back again as well.
Do you feel events like this will help educate the greater public in Hong Kong or even in Asia?
I feel like basically every time that there is an event like this where the aim is not so much to be about a competition and more just like I feel like almost kind of selling the idea of it. I feel like that's something that is maybe underutilized quite often. Maybe it's more glossed over in favor of things like again, competitions and all that, but there's not the time that's taken to explain what's going on.
And what challenges did you face or still face as an eSports athlete from your immediate network, such as family, friends, co-workers, and others?
So, I'm American, and I feel like there's maybe a different cultural idea about that, and it's something that people don't understand, but they kind of consider cool, which is, whenever I was growing up, playing games and stuff like that would make you kind of a bit of a weirdo, whereas the culture changed quite a bit. So now I tell people that, and they're like, whoa, that's so cool, whatever, so on and so forth. Mom is very supportive. My family is also supportive, but the thing about it is also, there's a level of tangibility to what I'm doing. To be able to do something and then see myself on television or some other media, broadcast and things like that. You can't really refute, I think, the validity, credibility of what I'm doing. So,
do you feel like the stigma of being a professional gamer changed?
Yeah, quite a bit. I feel like maybe, again, like I said, whenever I was younger, it was something where you're kind of a weirdo if you play video games all the time. Whereas now, it's cool, which is something that is a little hard for me to adjust to, honestly, because, you kind of have the expectation of being judged a little bit. And there's definitely still kind of like certain groups of people where they're like, that's so stupid, but then, I feel like most times, they're probably not that happy with what they're doing, and consequently, I'm pretty happy with my life and my experience and all that. So, I feel like people in that situation, maybe all they can do is complain and judge what they are.
And what role do you see in governments helping people recognize eSports as a professional career?
That's definitely a little bit of a strange idea to me as an American because, there's maybe not any concept of government support, although I understand in Korea there's more, there's that government presence where they're kind of promoting it, it's on TV and this and that.
They even have an eSports stadium.
Yeah, so that's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around because it's definitely not something we really do in America, much less something government sanctioned. But that would be cool. It would be exciting. But as I came here today and I heard from other people, I guess it wasn't something I really thought of, to be honest. So I can't give a very detailed and deep answer about that. I apologize.
That's good. That it's always good to exchange between different culture, I guess. And what are you most excited about the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Season 2?
I feel like I'm in a good position. I feel like there is a good chance that I can do pretty well this year. I also feel like I have the supportive graph behind me. I have my foot in the door internationally, which is kind of unusual for an American. I'm the only American in Tokyo currently, even though Tokyo is ostensibly one of the best places to practice Street Fighter and all that. But, maybe other people don't have the same level of commitment, and I feel like I'm committing 102%, and hopefully there'll be obvious results from the effort and commitment that I'm applying to the game. So I'm looking very forward to 2018.
Yeah, me too. And what characters are you looking to main this season?
So today at the event, I kind of had to play Dalsum, but Dalsum is a character that I've not played for about 6 months. I switched to Manat, who is a newer character, and I also play Jury as well. So maybe I play Dalsum for certain characters, but not for most characters, and Jury for characters that beat both of them. So I would say Manat is probably my favorite character.
We look forward to see upcoming competition.
Thank you so much.
So lastly, is there anything else you want to say to everyone?
I'm very interested in taking part in, well, just being a part of the story of Street Fighter growing in Asia. So hopefully people will accept my contributions and allow me in, and you know, I want to be able to do as much as I can to, you know, maybe approach things a different way than most of my countrymen would, and see kind of the bigger picture, the world at large out there, and that's exciting to me. That's very satisfying. You know, obviously I have some experience in Japan, kind of that, you know, northeastern part. But that's a very small area, so for me to come to a place like Hong Kong, you know, kind of an entryway to Chinese-speaking territories, I think that's an exciting next step. And I would like to come back. I'd like to continue to contribute, and hopefully I can find a place here as well as in Japan and in America as well.
Thank you very much for your contribution, and once again, thank you for coming and thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.